Welcome to my another podcast. In this podcast, I will try to highlight a grave problem that is being faced by a metro city of India. The city is located in eastern India, and it is a very well known and old city, heritage city. Yes, you guessed the name of the city right. It is Kolkata, or Calcutta, as called by the Britishers in the previous decade, or like that. So the problem that the rapid urbanization that is being uh, observed in Calcutta has increased the amount of waste generated by the city. Now, Kolkata has two main channels to carry the waste from each and every household and deposit it into some place for further disposal to the ocean. Let me explain. The waste that is generated from your household, either it is carried away by the cleaner or through pipeline. It goes to the drainage system of your house. From there, it goes to the sewer system of the city, and then from the sewer system of the city, it confluenced into a river, or it is being deposited into a river. Now, the name of this river is Kulti for Kolkata. Now, this Kulti river falls into the Bidyadhari river, and Bidyadhari river goes into Matla and then to Bidyadhari again, and then ultimately it confluenced with or mixed with Bay of Bengal. Now, this channel, or we can say it as River Piali, River Kulti, goes through a place known as Piali. And this Piali has a dam that actually prevents the saline water of the Bidyadhari River to mix with the sewer water or sewer mixed water of Kulti River. But and what happens is, whenever the saline water mixes with the water of the river Kulti, it started its detoxification process of the water of Kulti. So that is why they say that the water of Kulti river has a self-cleaning procedure or self-healing procedure. So there nothing happens, just the saline water of that river, Bidyadhari, which is mixing with Bay of Bengal, is only mixed with the water from Kulti, and due to the salinity, and this water is very reactive, so it tries to detoxify the water of the Kulti river. This especially takes place in the place called Piali river. Now you will say, how Bidyadhari river is getting the saline water? It is of course from the Bay of Bengal, and at the time of tide, the water from Bay of Bengal comes to the Bidyadhari river also, and this Bidyadhari river can uh, move the saline water into the Kulti river also. Although Kulti is upstream to Bidyadhari, because Kulti mixes with Bidyadhari. So actually, geographically speaking, Kulti river is a tributary of Bidyadhari river, you can say, because Kulti river mixes with Bidyadhari. Now what happens is that due to this saline water interaction of Bidyadhari river with the Kulti river, Earlier, when the amount of waste is under control, nearly 70 to 80% of the water becomes purified by the simple interaction of uh, the water of Kulti River with the saline water of Bidyadhari River. But now what happens? The amount of waste in this river Kulti has increased manyfold due to the rapid urbanization and all this thing. And again, there is another cause or another phenomena going on in the downstream of Bidyadhari River. Now, this Bidyadhari River mixes with the Matla River, and Matla River is getting narrower because slowly but steadily the banks of the river is converted into pisciculture ponds. And to convert them into pisciculture ponds, the 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 person who are involved in it, they are creating barriers to prevent the water from going out. Now these barriers are only narrowing the pathway of Matla River. Now, as you know, if your drainage is blocked or is reducing due to deposition or sedition, and your the total amount of area for water to flow is receding in your drainage, then ultimately what happens? Clogging will occur, and the water will not be able to pass through that pipe. And if it is a closed channel pipe, then it can create cracks in the pipe. If it is open channel pipe, then it will the excess water will overflow because the depth is receding, depth is decreasing in that open channel. The same thing happens for river channels, river water also. Because of the narrowing of the river, that width of the river is receding, right? So the cross section area of the river is receding, decreasing. So naturally discharge will be less. But from Kulti River or the Bidyadhari River, the water is coming at the same flow. It is more compared to the earlier because of the excess waste. Now, if it is not getting any pathway to flow through in the downstream, what will happen is during tide, it may try to create a backflow. And due to this backflow will come to River Bidyadhari. Now saline water comes, but later on, if the clogging is more or narrowing is more in Matla River, then the water cannot pass through it. So water will starts to flow back. Now this backflow of water will reach Kulti River also. So instead of wastewater going out, it will be reverse. And as a result of which, it may happen that Calcutta can be under floodwater, where this water is nothing but wastewater coming out from each and every household of Kolkata. So literally, Calcutta will be under its own waste. So if you want to prevent that from happening, immediate descentralization of the rivers network downstream to the Kulti River is required. Then only this thing will can be controlled. Because you cannot control the increased amount of waste. You are unable to control the increased number of population. So you will face increased number of waste. And for this increased number of waste, it requires a wider path to flow. Okay, or a channel with a high depth. Because then only it will get the adequate cross-sectional area to pass through the river network. Okay, so with this, I finish my podcast. Think about it, think what we can do and what can be done such that this type of catastrophe can be avoided. Thank you and see you at the next podcast.